When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So,
converts on 4th down, still going. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Butler. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success, but to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Tried to buy a little time and then finally just said, let's run another play. David, you talk about getting a quarterback off his spot. Well, the defense likes it when they get him to a new spot where they show him to his seat.
Get him to his seat, get licks on him. But, hey, understanding these guys that are so athletic, they get outside the pocket. I got to be able to run him down and continue to chase and hunt. And you're right, get him to his seat.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He slings it deep to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wheeler. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Butler. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Wheeler. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Longhorns trying to cash it in on first and goal. On the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Ducks are in the hurry up. going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. This is now a 7-point game. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Here comes the Texas offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for room. It's Butler. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He leaves it with his back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's McCutcheon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Looking for a man. It's Wheeler. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Wheeler. Fires downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Shannon. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Wheeler. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Tyoung had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Breaks the tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking to scramble. Finding open areas. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Butler. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give on the inside. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using his feet. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been...
Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Ducks want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Looking for a push on fourth down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Plows through the defense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this? These guys are going for two. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They still have work to do. Trailing by two possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Finds his man. It's Tatum. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Pocket breaking down. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Snap to the back. Now improvising. He's going to run it. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown Longhorns! And the route is on. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he's thrown another interception. Trying to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Dropping back, it's Wheeler. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Butler. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for space, it's Butler. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Hey, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.